Okay, this is video number 2 on endgame training, and in this position it is white to play and to win the game. Feel free to pause the video and to try to calculate everything. So as we have seen before, the main idea here is to catch the pawn without losing, of course, our pawn. And the direct approach, king e5, doesn't work. Actually, black can draw the game here. If you haven't find why, you can try to calculate it out now. What is the plane of black? Okay, so black is going to get his king closer to the game with king c5, and now white cannot try to play king f6 because king f6, king d4, and obviously there is no way to keep this pawn. So after king c5, white can try, for example, f3, try to be smart, and after king c6, f4, king d7, try to play king f6, and after king e8, king g7, black has a very good move, f5. What it does, it gives up this pawn, and it without taking this one. But the problem is, once white take the pawn, black has the opposition, so there is no way for white to promote. So now let's go back. We have seen that the king activity is very important. So what do we play? We play king d4, of course, keeping this king away of the game, where the game is. So black, if he tries to push the pawn, of course this would be a mistake. Easy, we're just going to catch it. We play f4 and f5, and as we see before, we're going to catch the pawn. So black tries to defend the pawn as before by playing king b5, but now we keep the opposition with king d5, king b6, king d6, king b7, and now we push the pawn f4, king c8, king e7, and again, as we have seen before, we're going to push the pawn and promote. So what black can try here after king d4 is maybe to say, okay, go ahead, get it, I'm not going to protect it, I'm going for you pawn here. So instead you can play king b3. In this case we play king e5, king c4, and now f4, and it might look a bit familiar to you. If you have seen the first video, it looks like the same position, right? King e3, f6, king f3, king d6, king f4, king e7, king f5, king takes f7. We had the same idea, and that's how the game is won.